So apparently Agent Osula has already recruited Elanga to Newcastle, if you believe the Geordie fans. Welcome to your Forest News. Good morning, good evening, or good night. Hope you guys are doing well, and welcome to your latest Forest News. Coming up in today's video, I'll tell you about this whole Elanga saga. The Newcastle fans are twerking more than he is. I'll tell you the latest on Fofana as prices are being revealed about how much he's going to cost. And Newcastle aren't done with Forest. They're interviewing and trying to get someone else in as well. So if you're enjoying the content, please don't forget to hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed as well if you're new to Forest Fan TV. And make sure you check out the sponsors of today's video. And that is, of course, Bully Billows, who provide these beautiful, officially licensed, top quality harnesses, collars, and leads. You can see here demonstrated by the lovely Dakota Crypto's dog. And on top of that, there's a giveaway as well. If you've already purchased one of these Forest items, or you purchased before the 22nd of July, you will automatically be entered into the competition to win one of either the home signed frame kits that I just showed you there, or the away signed frame kits, completely for free. So all you got to do is kit your dog out. Make sure your dog is a true red. Go and scan this QR code or click on the link that's pinned below, and good luck if you win it. I want it. All right, let's jump into the news and kick it off with this whole Elanga Osula story. So it all kicked off last night. I don't know if you guys have seen it. If you haven't, check this little video out by Elanga and Osula. Two men friends that are dancing together, and apparently this guy here, Agent Osula, is now recruited him to Newcastle, if you believe what the Geordie fans are saying. They're putting these narratives together left, right and centre. Oh, Elanga's liking posts on Isak. Oh, Elanga and Isak are from Sweden. Oh, look at that, Elanga's spending his free time with a mate who plays for Newcastle. He's not even Swedish, so you can't say the whole international thing. It's getting absolutely crazy. It doesn't matter if Elanga releases a video of him and Eddie Howe dancing. As long as Newcastle don't pay what Forest are asking for, nothing's gonna happen. There's this crazy word I've heard of in football and in life. It's called a contract. And if you want that player to be relieved of those contractual duties, then you have to buy it out. So for Newcastle fans who keep, by the way, telling me that 50 million is overpriced for him, then I simply ask you, why is he top of your shopping list? I then ask you, who do you think you can get that's better than Elanga for your so-called 50 million? And remember, Newcastle, as much as I do like you guys, right? You've been rejected by everyone. You're looking at Trafford, you're looking at Pedro, you're now looking at Elanga's offers being rejected from you. You haven't signed a first team player in about 3 or 4 windows. I don't understand why you guys think you can dictate the terms and conditions of this deal. It's going to be Forest that have to say yes or no to the offer. You're going to have to up your offer. That third bid is about to be rejected. Spoiler alert, I can tell you that for sure. So put the money up, let Elanga dance with who he wants. It doesn't really matter. But I do want to ask you Forest fans, because Newcastle fans are pushing this agenda saying that Forest fans are getting upset by these dances and these likes and these twerks that Elanga is doing. Is this bothering any of you? If it does, cool, let me know in the comments. I'll tell you my stance on it. I just see it as someone chilling with his mate. And people saying, well, why is he not chilling with Callum Hudson-Odoi? Why is he not chilling with Ola Aina? Guys, like, do you guys chill? Let me ask you this simple question. When you finish your working day, or you're going on holiday, or whatever it is, do you go on holiday with your work colleagues? Or do you go on holiday with your family and your friends that you have known outside of work? I don't understand what the big fuss is about all of this, but get your thoughts on it all in the comments down below. All right, let's move on to the next story, and this is on my boy Fofana. Now, we brought it to you last night that, according to Romano, an offer had been agreed between Lyon and Forest for Fofana. Now, what was weird about the tweet is usually Romano would say X amount of millions have been agreed, or this term has been agreed, that term has been agreed, etc. It's now moving on to the player. None of that was said in this. And there's been an article out from the Independent, I think it is. I'll bring it up for you guys and we can have a quick look through it, which is discussing basically the price that Lyon want for Fofana. Now, what's interesting about this article is there's nothing stated in it that there's been an agreement between Forest and Lyon. We showed you as well yesterday a report that had basically poo-pooed the whole thing from the French side to say there is no reports. In fact, discussions haven't happened. And now this article is quite interesting from the Independent because it tells you all the players that are interested, and it also tells you how much Lyon want for him. So, quick run through this article. It says, where are we? Lyon have set a price of at least £51.5 million for 20-year-old Malick Fofana. Although the interest in the winger is such that an auction may well develop over the summer, all of Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Fulham and Forest are in contact about the Belgium international to go with Bayern, Leipzig and Napoli in Europe. Man, my reading is so much better with glasses on. Any deal is still some way off due to the extent of interest, with Lyon hoping to drive the price up. Fofana has become recognised as one of Europe's most promising talents after a breakthrough season with Lyon, which saw him score 11 goals in 41 games to go with some eye-catching modern play. He is absolute quality. He's also made a recent debut for Belgium. Although he has mostly been appearing as a winger, Fofana can play across the front line in the way many modern managers idolise. That has led to significant interest in a series of clubs seeking to investigate a deal. Okay, so there's a few interesting things there. This is the key bit as well. Lyon do need to sell amid financial difficulties that have seen them demoted from Ligue 1, though they are appealing that decision. The situation also places their Europa League place at risk, leaving an opportunity for Premier League clubs and other European rivals. Well, we've covered that. We don't need to go into too much details. Okay, so here's a few thoughts I've got on this whole thing. I am now not believing Romano on that story as much as I really want to believe it. I don't think a deal has been agreed with the two clubs. What I would say, though, is that there could be a deal pending the outcome on Friday. And we believe that the hearing for Lyon, by the way, is taking place on Friday to decide whether or not their appeal stands and they can go back to League On or their relegation goes. So we'll keep you posted on that for Friday. Now, I've been thinking this through, and 51 million is quite big for Forest. That would be our record transfer signing. But let's not forget that Danilo and Matt Turner were penciled in to go to Lyon earlier on in this window, about 2 or 3 weeks ago. So could that be used as leverage to create a deal where we know Danilo was price agreed about 20 million euros, Matt Turner at 10, that's net total of 30 million euros. If they're looking for 60, Forest are going to end up paying 30 million euros for Fofana, which is what, about 25 million pounds? Not a bad price if that's going to happen. Now, those deals are either collapsed or on standby, by the way, because of Lyon's situation. But Danilo as well is being linked on a loan move to Real Betis as well in Spain. This is starting to get very complicated. And this is me, by the way, putting 2 and 2 together and maybe getting 5. But I do seriously believe that Fofana is a serious target for Forest. Seeing it in all the reports, there has to be some form of truth in what Romano said. God knows where he's getting his sources from. It could be agent-led, which wouldn't make sense, as he's claiming that Fofana has basically not agreed any terms with Forest. So maybe Romano's getting it from club side. So it's still a bit messy what's going on with this situation. I think we get more clarity on it after Friday. If Lyon are reinstated, I think it's a win-win for Forest. Let's put it this way. If Lyon are reinstated, Forest get most likely Europa League football. If Lyon's relegation holds and stands, then there's going to be a fire sale and Forest can probably try and grab Fofana. I'm not saying it would be an easy deal, but it's clearly one Forest want to do. So, what do you guys think about all that? Do we get him or not? A lot of you were a bit pessimistic in the comments yesterday, thinking, oh, he hasn't agreed, another one, we ain't getting him. How are you feeling about it all now? Let me know your thoughts. All right, let's move on to the next story, and this involves Newcastle again, as they are after another Forest employee, and that is Ross Wilson. Now, it's come out in The Athletic that he's already had an interview and is set to go and have a second interview with Newcastle, who are looking to replace Paul Mitchell. Yes, Phil Mitchell's brother. And this is looking like it's progressing. Why would Ross Wilson want to leave Forest to go for Newcastle? That's a big question in itself. Are they offering him extra money? I don't know. But this one is surprising me because I think Ross Wilson has done a great job. I remember when we brought this to you a couple of weeks ago, I kind of thought this is going to go nowhere. Maybe he wants to get back closer to where he was. Maybe he still lives up in Glasgow somewhere and sees Newcastle as being closer. I don't know. But Newcastle are desperately trying to fill this position, and they seem to only have the number of one club in their phone book right now, and that is Forest. Now, remember, Ross Wilson did come with baggage when he came from Rangers. You had all the Rangers fans celebrating. I think they had an all-night street party when he left. They were telling me how he destroyed their academy and everything else. I actually think he's done a very good job at Forest, so I don't want to lose him. But when it comes to these backroom staffers, my stance is always the same. I don't really care who's in charge as long as I don't notice them being in charge. If it's Ross Wilson, if it's Marinakis Jr., if it's whoever is in that backroom area doing their thing, as long as they're doing it quietly and getting the job done, I don't really care. So if Newcastle get him, cool. I would actually be sad to see him go because I think he's done well. But the stories are now from The Athletic that he's got a second interview with Newcastle and this looks like it's progressing. How you guys feeling about this? Let me know as always in the comments. And that brings you up to date with your latest Forest news. Make sure if you've got a dog, you go and turn it into a true red. Scan this QR code now for Bully Billows or click on the link that's pinned in the comments. And remember, if you've ordered or you order now until the 22nd of July, you're automatically entered for those Forest signed framed shirts. So go get your orders now. If you haven't already, please don't forget to hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to Forest Fan TV if you are new, and we'll see you on the next video. Come on, you Reds.